perfect chicken roast every time. First of all, get it out of its packaging. Bam, there we go. Now, the next step is, you might feel as though using a nice knife is a good way to do it. In actual fact, using some poultry scissors is much easier. Because what we're going to do is flip the bird over and we're going to remove the backbone. The backbone is this bit here, which, here's a bird, there's its legs, there's its wings, breasts. When you flip it over, the backbone's got the parson's nose sitting there. And so to remove it, using some poultry scissors or kitchen scissors, it's pretty easy to just cut through it and remove it. You can do this with a knife, absolutely, but as you can see, it's very, very easy to just do it using some scissors. Don't use your standard scissors to do this, but if you're using poultry scissors, it makes it a very easy job to do. So, last thing to do to prep the chicken is to cut the middle of the breastbone. Why do we do that? Because then we can spatchcock the entire thing. So just split it open, and now the entire bird is opened up and flat. Okay, now an important thing to do if you want crispy skin, if you really want crispy skin, is you're going to have to let this bird sit overnight in the fridge uncovered in order to reduce all of the moisture in the skin. So the next couple of steps is all about reducing the moisture. So the first thing that we're going to do is pat it dry, then we're going to separate the skin from the meat, then we're going to salt it up and put it in the fridge. 4 simple steps, but you need to do this at least 24 up to about 48 hours before putting the bird in the oven. So it's been 24 hours and this is what the bird looks like. So whenever roasting, I like to put some vegetables underneath because just having a roast by itself isn't the best thing. But if you have some veggies with it, it also will have the flavour of the bird throughout the veggies. The next important step to making a beautiful crispy skinned chicken is butter. The secret ingredient is always butter. Now this is just room temperature butter, and I'm just going to massage it across the entire bird. Now with the bird all buttered up, I'm going to simply put a little bit more salt on. Well, it might not look like a little bit. Salt's really important. Salt's really important because it just helps to get all the moisture out. And a bit of pepper. There we go, freshly cracked both. And now this bird is ready to roast. When roasting anything, any meat that is, using a internal temperature probe is the foolproof way to make sure you're always going to get a perfectly cooked piece of meat, or in this case chicken. I'll figure out how much time it is that we put it in there and put it right here. But yeah, this is a foolproof way to do it. I've got it set to 200, a bit higher than usual, 200 degrees centigrade, Celsius, and that'll be the way to roast it. So that took about 40 minutes, but again, using an internal temperature probe is the best way to find out whether it's cooked or not. Importantly, you need to let it rest. So I'm going to move it onto the cutting board and let it rest for a bit.